The galaxy was old. Empires had risen and fallen like waves on a shore, yet one remained unchallenged, the Vaylon Dominion. It stretched across 1,000 systems, ruled with an iron hand by arrogant alien lords who believed themselves unmatched. To them, humanity did not exist. Earth was nothing more than a blue marble circling an ordinary star, too far from the great roots of power. But fate has a strange sense of humor. It began with a mistake. The United Nations Space Agency launched a deep space research vessel, Odyssey, meant only to test new propulsion technology. The ship vanished from Earth's skies in a shimmer of light, the jump drive overshooting by thousands of light years. When the crew opened their eyes, they were not in the dark emptiness between stars. They floated in the middle of a vast trade route, surrounded by colossal alien freighters, each bristling with guns and shields. The first encounter between humanity and the Galactic Empire was not through diplomats or peaceful explorers. It was through a lost, fragile ship that had wandered into the lion's den. Captain Elena Ramirez stood at the front of her bridge, her hands steady despite the alarms. Around her crew panicked. Screens showed strange symbols, incoming hails in unknown tongues, and energy signatures powerful enough to vaporize their vessel in seconds. "Captain," whispered her science officer, "they're charging weapons." Elena drew a breath. Her voice was calm, iron wrapped in silk. "Then we'll show them we are not afraid." The Vaylon ships surrounded Odyssey like sharks around a wounded fish. A message finally broke through, translated crudely by the ship's AI. A towering alien appeared on the screen, eyes like molten gold, voice dripping contempt. "You have trespassed into the Dominion. Your vessel is primitive, your species unknown. You will surrender and be taken as subjects." Gasps filled the bridge. Surrender meant slavery or worse. But Elena did not flinch. She answered in simple, broken words the translator could handle. "We are explorers. We come in peace. But we kneel to no one." The alien laughed. A cruel, echoing sound. "Peace? You mistake mercy for peace. Your people will serve or they will be ash." For the Dominion, this was routine. Countless species had bent under their rule. To them, humanity was just another nameless prey. But what they did not understand was the fire that burned in human hearts. The aliens boarded. Armored troops stormed Odyssey's corridors, expecting easy capture. They met humans armed with nothing, more than rifles, welding tools, and their bare fists. The fighting was brutal. Oxygen thinned as systems failed. Hulls rattled under cannon fire. Yet the crew refused to surrender. Sergeant Malik, bleeding from a gash on his forehead, shouted over the comms, "They think we're weak. Show them Earth's strength." Every corridor became a battlefield. Every corner held resistance. The humans fought like demons, not for conquest, but for their right to live free. In the end, Odyssey was crippled. Fires spread, oxygen leaked, and only a third of her crew remained. But the Dominion soldiers did not leave unscathed. Hundreds lay dead, struck down by a species they thought harmless. The Vaylon commander, furious, broadcasted a message across the Dominion. "The primitives dare defy us. Let all witness their destruction." Thus, without meaning to, humanity had announced its arrival to the galaxy. Word spread faster than light. Across the Dominion, enslaved species heard rumors of a new people, fragile, small, yet unbroken. Whispers traveled in secret camps, in chained minds, in prisons where hope had died centuries ago. They fought back. They killed Vaylon soldiers. They did not kneel. For the first time in generations, the oppressed felt something dangerous stirring in their hearts. Hope. Meanwhile, Odyssey's survivors were dragged before the Dominion High Council, chained but unbowed. The council chamber was a cathedral of cruelty, with towering alien lords gazing down like gods. "Humans," one sneered. "You stand before the rulers of 1,000 stars. You are ants. Kneel, and perhaps we will let your world live." Elena raised her chin, her voice steady though her body shook from exhaustion. We will never kneel. Not to you. Not to anyone. The council erupted in laughter. They saw her, defiance as meaningless. But in the corners of the chamber, lesser species, their slaves, watched with wide, shining eyes. The Dominion prepared to invade Earth, eager to crush this new spark before it grew. Their warships gathered, a fleet, vast enough to darken the stars. But humanity was not idle. The Odyssey's distress signal had reached home before capture. Earth now knew the truth. They were not alone, and the galaxy was hostile. Fear spread across the nations. But with fear came unity. Old rivalries melted away. Factories thundered with new purpose, building ships not for exploration, but for survival. When the Dominion fleet arrived expecting a defenseless world, they found something else. Human warships rising from the planet's skies, crude but burning with determination. The first battle of Earth was chaos. Lasers ripped oceans into steam. Cities trembled under shockwaves. Yet humanity stood together. Pilots diving into impossible fights, soldiers giving their lives to hold the line, civilians working tirelessly to keep the war machines running. And through it all, one truth rang out. Humanity would never bow. What shocked the Dominion most was not Earth's weapons, but Earth's spirit. Humans fought with reckless courage. Where other species broke under fear, humans became sharper, fiercer when pressed. They adapted in days what took empires centuries. Ships were lost, cities burned, yet Earth did not fall. Each loss only fueled the fire. The Dominion's arrogance began to crack. Reports came from across their empire, slave uprisings, rebellions, riots. Inspired by humans, others found the courage to fight back. A single small species had shaken the galaxy. In the Dominion's Grand Council, fear replaced laughter. One alien lord whispered, "If they cannot be broken, they will become a storm." The war reached its peak above a shattered moon near Earth. The Dominion brought their mightiest dreadnoughts, determined to end humanity once and for all. Earth brought everything, every ship, every fighter, every last ounce of courage. The battle raged for hours. Metal burned, void lit with fire brighter than suns. Humanity bled, but humanity endured. At the center, Elena Ramirez, now commanding the flagship Unity, broadcasted a final message across all frequencies. To every free being who can hear me, this is humanity's answer. We do not fear you. We do not bow. We fight for freedom, and we will fight until the stars themselves burn out. Her words echoed across the galaxy. The Unity rammed the Dominion's flagship in a blaze of fire, shattering its core. Shockwaves rippled through the enemy fleet. Leaderless, broken, they scattered. The impossible had happened. Humanity had stood against the greatest empire of the stars and did not flinch. In the years that followed, the Dominion crumbled. Worlds rose in rebellion, throwing off chains centuries old. And at the heart of it all was Earth, small and fragile, yet unyielding. The galaxy had mocked them, threatened them, tried to break them, but humanity had shown its truth. They may stumble into the unknown, unprepared, uninvited, but once there, they would never flinch, and the galaxy would never forget it.